the ball, we're going right down this field, and we're going to score.
Over zone.
4-3 set, count, hut,
Boy, the gears in that guy's mind didn't mesh for a long time, I'll tell you that. He tripped me.
Program lineup, there needs no ball players, your program lineup. Hey, Washington!
Big down. All right, there we go.
4-3 set, drive up, hut,
Right into the end zone. Touchdown.
Good evening and welcome to another hour of America's first national pastime. Now, they may have lost the America's Cup, but they can still play a mean game of football. And tonight's match is a classic confrontation between East and West, the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets.
Every New Yorker, my sweet mother included, expects the Jets to win the Super Bowl this season. The rewards and adulation will be immense. The flip side of the coin is that not to get to the Super Bowl will be truly brutal. The Jets have only won one game this season, and the New York fans are already getting restless. It's been 15 long years since the legendary quarterback, Joe Namath, brought the Super Bowl trophy to the Big Apple. That achievement weighs heavily on everyone in the Jets organization. To put all the should-haves, would-haves, and could-haves to rest this season, the Jets are looking to do great things. Today's game will showcase two of the best rushers in the league. For the Rams, the explosive 6'3", 218-pound Eric Dickerson. Already in 3 games, he has shown the league that the force is with him. Out of the Jets' backfield flies Freeman McNeil. Nobody did it better last year. Not Tony Dorsett, not Marcus Allen. Freeman was the #1 rusher in the NFL with 786 big yards.
Well, those are the two running backs to watch, but now let's compare the two young quarterbacks, Richard Todd and Vince Ferragamo. The pundits reckon that they each have the opportunity to become a legend. For the Jets, Richard Todd has the Namath legend to live up to, but with the help of quality receivers like Wesley Walker, he's finally paying off the promise that made him a first-round draft pick. For the Rams, Vince Ferragamo, the space cadet or mad bomber, the man with the strong arm. Watch him connect with the receiver, Otis Grant, himself a rising young star. Now, the Rams have had more than their fair share of changes over the last few seasons under the somewhat eccentric ownership of Georgia Frontiere. 14 assistant coaches have been given their marching orders over the last 2 years, and the turnover rate is also high in the locker room. Frontiere, when announcing John Robinson as the new head coach, said, "He's one of the best coaches I've ever heard of." Well, I asked John Robinson what he and his assistants do during a game.
Well, we hope and pray and do all those things, but there is the football is probably the most strategic game there is, at least as far as I know. The game starts and stops, so after every play, both sides are able to evaluate information and make a decision on what to do. A little bit like chess. I mean, it has those kind of qualities to it. It's not a free-flow game like soccer where momentum and things like that are so important. So a decision at each play. So there are about 150 plays in a game, so each coaching staff would make that many decisions as to what to do next. We send the play in, and then the quarterback at times interprets what the opponent is going to do, and when he gets his team up on the scrimmage line, and then he may change that play. So there's a lot of decisions.
What kind of game really excites you?
Well, any game you win, I guess. But I think there's the game when things went the way you wanted them to go. You had a plan, your team executed the plan, it turned out the way everybody thought it would, that realization of an idea. I think those are the most satisfying. And of course the games when your men play truly to their ability.
So, John Robinson leads his Los Angeles Rams to Shea Stadium, home of the New York Jets. Now, if you're still trying to find your way through the rules, don't forget the team in possession, the offense, is allowed 4 attempts or downs to make 10 or more yards progress down the field. They can do that in just 1 attempt or use all 4 downs. As soon as they get 10 yards, the offense keep possession of the ball and have another 4 attempts for a further 10 yards or more. So in today's game, the Rams kicked off and now the Jets in green are on their 37-yard line. Let's join commentators John Madden and Pat Summerall. It's 2nd down and 10. That means it's their second attempt and they still have 10 yards to gain.
Lone setback on 2nd and 10. Todd drops to throw, sets and throws. Lamb Jones makes the first down reception. Leaping catch, ball thrown behind him.
That was some catch here by Lamb Jones. Let's watch it. He's the outside guy there, the left end. He's going to run a hook pass. See, he comes up, makes a few moves there, comes to the inside, and the ball was thrown behind him. You know, one thing about Lamb Jones, we saw it on film, is he always jumps when he catches a ball. Even when he doesn't have to, he'll jump up sometimes and catch it at waist high.
That time he had to turn around in the air to make the catch. This is Gaffney in motion. First down at midfield. Wayne Crutchfield over the left side for a couple. Not much more than that. Meisner and Doss, the two who made the stop. Here it's 2nd and 9, no score. We're at Shea Stadium in New York. Todd back to throw. Good protection. Walker is the intended receiver. Pass intercepted. Kurt Collins back there with him. Todd underthrew just a bit. Walker had a couple of steps.
There's John Robinson. He's leading the cheering out there. I'll tell you, that was really Richard Todd's fault because Walker did have Kurt Collins beat.
And the Rams take over at their own 13. This is Eric Dickerson. Maybe a yard. The Jets players are very aware of what they have to accomplish, particularly on defense, and here's what they had to say about it.
As soon as we just get down to brass tacks and start hitting the way we know how, I think we'll remedy our problems.
Well, when you have problems, it's usually not that you're getting too fancy. It's usually that you're not being basic enough. So what we're trying to do is we're going to try and be basic, and we're going to try and stop Eric Dickerson. It's going to be a tough job, but, you know, we have to do it.
2nd and 8. Dickerson got 2. Ferragamo off to a very strong start. 2 tight ends. Barber and Hill pitches back to Dickerson. A lone setback. He cuts back. Got some good yardage. Dickerson can run. Eric Dickerson still going. Dickerson will go. Bobby Jackson was the last man to chase him, but nobody can catch Eric Dickerson. He just went 85 yards for a Los Angeles Ram touchdown. John Robinson said yesterday he hasn't broken one yet, but he's going to.
That's what he said. It's just a matter of time, and that was the time right there.
Nelson will attempt the extra point, and the Rams are 6-0 ahead already. 7-0 ahead. Let's look at that run again.
Well, I know what they're trying to do. They're going to run to the left here. They want to run away from the strong safety, Schroy. They want to get up there and run where there's no safety on that side, and that's what they did. We saw Jerry Holmes, the right corner, miss the tackle. You see Bobby Jackson, number 40, can't catch him. There's Holmes again, and it's a touchdown.
Rams 7, Jets nothing. 9:42 left to play in the first quarter. The ball's at the Jet 20. Richard Todd back to throw out of the backfield of Freeman McNeil. Couple of jukes, couple of breaks. Jet first down. George Andrews finally tripped him up. 13-yard gain. Little breathing room now as they move out to their own 33, the Jets. Jones and Walker, the wide receivers. Walker moves a little bit wider. And Richard Todd goes for Wesley Walker. Got him. Walker knocked out of bounds by Nolan Cromwell. But they move deep. 34-yard pickup. Good play.
That's it. They're going to throw deep to Wesley Walker today. We'll watch it here. Now, the Rams were in a zone. Kurt Collins, number 42, was short. Cromwell had the deep. You see, Collins is short. Cromwell has deep. He just didn't get over there, and the ball was hit right up along the sideline.
9 minutes left to play in the first quarter as Richard Todd looks deep again and overthrows his intended receiver, Dwayne Crutchfield. He might have just been getting rid of that. Dennis Hara, the offensive line in conference.
You know, they're all talking about what they have to do the next time they get in there. Talking about the stunts and those types of things the Jets are doing on defense.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Jets are at the Ram 33. Todd gives to McNeil, and McNeil runs into Reggie Doss, who's really been playing well.
That's what John Robinson was telling us yesterday. He said, you know, we just have a team defense. We really don't have one outstanding player. He said, but Reggie Doss is probably playing as well as anyone.
8:15 left in the first quarter at Shea Stadium. Richard Todd drops to throw on the infield dirt. For Jones. Johnny Lamb Jones inside the 5. 33-yard gain. Eric Harris made the stop. McNeil comes back in. Goal line offense now, and the Jets do make some changes. Crutchfield and Augustiniak. Let's see who the backs are. Crutchfield and McNeil, the two runners. Touchdown, McNeil. Penalty marker down, hold it.
Jets number 82, Mickey Shula, commits this penalty. Illegal holding is the call, as he is not allowed to use his hands while blocking outside of his opponent's elbows. The Jets keep their first down and lose 10 yards, but more important, the touchdown is disallowed.
1st and goal now from the 15. Passing situation again. Todd quickly. Walker. Touchdown. A pretty impressive looking drive.
That was an impressive drive, and you can see the Jets' game plan right now is to work on the Ram corners with their speed deep.
80 yards in 6 plays. 7-7.
Let's watch it out here. Now Walker's the outside guy. Leroy Irvin, 47 man-to-man. He gets the bump here. Walker just goes to the outside. Beautiful pass up to the outside where Irvin didn't have a chance.
Not much way you can defend against that if it's thrown that well and you have an athlete of Walker's capability.
With 4 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Jets have the football at the Rams' 42-yard line.
Walker is split out wide to the right. Todd looks that way quickly. Walker has it. Kurt Collins up quickly to make the stop, but Walker got about 4 or 5. That is how Joe Walton gets the plays into the game. He alternates Gaffney and Jones. 2nd down. They give to McNeil. McNeil got a couple down a couple of yards short of a first down. Mel Owens, the linebacker, made the stop. And here comes the play in again, this time with Lamb Jones.
Of course, those guys can get tired, those receivers. They have to run from the sideline to the play, deep, then back to the sideline, and then in again. They run about twice as much as some of the others.
3rd down and 3 as Jack Youngblood did a quick shoe tie. Pass picked off, and good night. Kurt Collins. Todd chases and takes down Kurt Collins. Nolan Cromwell deflected it, and Collins came up with it. And it looked like he was off to the races, but Richard Todd, who is an outstanding athlete, just showed you that that's a true statement.
There was a couple pretty good plays on this. The first one is Nolan Cromwell. Watch, he comes across, extends himself, hits the ball, and then there's Kurt Collins right there. But watch Richard Todd. He takes this angle. He has a good angle right here. It looks like Collins is beyond him, and right there he catches him from behind. Pretty good tackle for a quarterback.
Very good. And Collins is still down. Now he seems to be okay. A little bit upset with himself because he didn't go all the way with that one. 58 yards he did go. That's his 5th interception this season, and he leads the NFL in that category. 1st down Rams. Ball is at the Jet 12. Draw play. Dickerson rams down to inside the 5. Lance Mel made the stop.
Yeah, we'll be able to see this later as we go, but one of the things the Rams are trying to do with Eric Dickerson is run away from the Jets' strong safety. Ken Schroy is number 48 for the Jets, and he'll line up left or right on the strong side, and they want to run back away from him. So wherever he lines up, see now he's going left. Now if the Rams run, they'd want to come back to their left.
2nd and 3. Dickerson got 7. He has 99 yards on the day. Dickerson cuts back into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. He goes over 100, and the Rams get back in the lead.
That's just what we were talking about, and that's just what they wanted to do. Schroy was over on the right, and they ran to the left where they don't have any force of support. Watch this. Now Schroy is over there on the right. Now back here, there's no one back there. See, Darrell Ray is the safety. He's off, and he gets there right about the time that Dickerson says. See, now there's Schroy over here. So you put him over there, they say. Now run away from him because you don't get that quick force or support. Pretty good idea. It works, huh?
Solid idea. Chuck Nelson will try to add the extra point to make it 14-7 Rams. Eric Dickerson has scored both Ram touchdowns. One from 85 yards out, that one from 5 yards out. The Rams 14, the New York Jets 7.
Into the second quarter, the Jets have possession at the Rams' 49-yard line.
First down, Dwayne Crutchfield now is the lone setback, and Crutchfield gets the carry. He barrels for about 5 or 6. Jim Youngblood made the stop. So it'll be 2nd and 4. Jets at the Ram 42. Clock running at just over 8 minutes left to play first half. Crutchfield again. He has a lot of ability. Big, strong guy, weighs about 230. Gary Jeter, in on the Ram defense, made the stop. Over on the Los Angeles bench, the offensive line getting some readjustments. It'll be 3rd down. 2. Todd. Sack. Lost the ball. Rams trying to pick it up. Can't pick it up. Let's see who got the ball. They're really in the dirt now. Youngblood down there in the pack.
He was the first guy there. He was the guy that hit Todd.
Rams got it.
Looks like Mel Owens there, number 58.
That's right. That's the 3rd Jet turnover.
Richard Todd saying, I didn't even see him coming. Who's supposed to block Youngblood? Watch him come from the right-hand side of the screen. So we start right there. Todd is looking. He's ready to pass. Right there. Excuse me. That was Mel Owens that made that hit.
Right. Here comes Youngblood.
There's Youngblood. He's trying to pick it up. He can't. Defensive lineman can't pick it up. Linebacker, yeah, they have a chance.
Dickerson and Gooman. Now Gooman flanks to the right side and goes in motion. There's that inside trap. Here's Dickerson. Eric Dickerson flashes down to about the 24-yard line. Stopped by Ken Schroy. 18 yards for Dickerson. He's got quick feet. He's a big, tall guy.
Let's watch his play again. We'll see Gooman goes in motion. He becomes the lead guy right there. See, he leads through. Here comes Dickerson. Good block by Gooman. Dickerson gets man-to-man on Darrell Ray. See, on the free safety. That's the way they're still running. Away from the strong safety, Schroy, at the free safety, Darrell Ray.
Tony Collins had a big day against the Jets last week. Dickerson is off to a great start today. John Woodring stops Eric this time. Rams paid him a lot of money, Dickerson, but he's going to earn it.
Well, he wears a lot of stuff there. You see, he got stuff on his wrists, his elbows, his neck. He's wearing glasses, stuff across his nose. New shoes. You know, he wore the same shoes on grass as artificial turf. They say that he was slipping too much. So now he's wearing some different shoes today with longer cleats. See, the problem is he puts tape on there and probably tapes the cleats.
There they go again in a little preliminary engagement. Gastineau and Slater involved in a little difference of opinion.
Because the Rams' offensive line moved before the snap of the ball, they're penalized 10 yards.
2nd and 12. It's David Hill in motion, and this is Dickerson on the draw play. No place to go this time, although he does get a few yards, I should say, down to the 25. Kenny Neal was the first man to hit him.
You know, the other thing about Dickerson is in the first 3 games, he had 6 fumbles. And that's one thing that you really can't coach, nor can you coach against. It's really something you can't talk about because they don't try and do it. And you start talking about it, then they get so conscious. As Dickerson says, if I start thinking about that, I would become robotic.
A lot of times fumbles come from extra effort. And you're trying to get some extra yardage. Preston Denard is in the game now for the Rams. And Ferragamo drops to throw. Receiver trip intended for Otis Grant, and he came off the grass and onto the infield dirt and fell down. He was covered by Ken Schroy.
I think that was one of those things where Schroy had the position and Grant ran into him.
4th down, Chuck Nelson. The Rams rookie place kicker, Nolan Cromwell, will hold. Jet fans, of course, not very happy about this. Nelson has it blocked, and the Jets are going to score a touchdown. Jerry Holmes picked it off in the air, and the game is about to be tied. 57 yards. Pat Leahy with a chance to get the Jets even. 4:17 left to play first quarter. This one was partially blocked by the Rams, but nevertheless got through the uprights, and it's 14-14.
Let's see if we can watch that hold in the kick again. Nolan Cromwell, 21, is the holder. Now watch this snap. It was a little to his inside, you see, and then it kind of slipped as he was putting it down. But as you say, Pat, the ball never did get up. Cromwell did a good job of getting that ball down.
Deflected right into the hands of Holmes, and off he went. And the score is tied at 14 apiece.
With 6 minutes, 57 seconds left in the third quarter, the Rams have the ball at the Jets' 20-yard line. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ferragamo rolls, throws, has a man. Otis Grant out of bounds at the Jets 6. It'll be 1st and goal from there. There is our friend, the big one in the jacket, Jerry Cooney. He is a big guy. 1st and goal from the 6. Ferragamo. Incomplete. Intended for Farmer. Was trying to loop around behind Ken Schroy. Ferragamo was a little early.
I think that was probably one of those things where Ferragamo knows he has good position. He doesn't want to force anything down here. He sees that there's nothing there, so I think he just threw that one out of the end zone. Down here, when you get down at that 5-6 yard line, the last thing you want to do is force anything.
2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. David Hill is lined up as the flanker to the left. Ferragamo is about due for a draw play. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
So much for those new cleats and no more slipping, huh? Yeah, I think that happens, though. Some running backs are made for artificial turf. Dickerson played all his college games. I think he played one on grass, but all the rest were on artificial turf. And a turf will catch and grab more than the grass will. The grass, you tend to slip and slide.
3rd down. Ferragamo by Gastineau. goes into his celebration. And something like this is bound to happen. Maybe a while before he celebrates again. Ferragamo is in the middle of it now, and now the Jets have him down. There is a penalty flag down. Gastineau now way off to the side, does it again. You knew it had to happen.
Good, I'll tell you, they went after him. He's still doing it, though. That didn't calm him down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. This way between downs. That's it.
Fred Silva got it said in a very few words, didn't he? Well, let's see if we can find out what happened. Of course, what started it was Gastineau's celebration.
Here it is, right here. That's what started. There's Gastineau. And now the guy who blocked him, Jackie Slater, I think is the guy who starts it. Watch. Here's the sack by Gastineau. Now watch Slater come over. He sees the dance. Look, he starts right now. He starts and he pushes him from behind, and that starts the whole deal.
And now we come back to the live action, although that was pretty lively. Nelson bangs that field goal through. 34 yards out, and the Rams take the lead. 17-14. Gastineau over on the bench, and we're not sure as yet if he's been thrown out.
Gastineau stayed in the game. Now the Jet offense go to work.
The Jets, the Ram 45. The Rams leading by 3. 2:26 left, third quarter. It has been a long game. Schuler in motion. Handoff, Crutchfield. Crutchfield broke one tackle. Got back a few of the yards that they need in their quest for a first down. Johnny Johnson made the stop, and the flag goes down again. Now Richard Todd comes jumping in the middle of things. Fred Silva says, "Get away from me. I got to talk to my guys."
One of the things the official has to see is who threw the first punch. Let's listen.
85, Hoffman. Unsportsmanlike. 47, unsportsmanlike. Between downs.
Well, that's Wesley Walker, Leroy Irvin. That's a wide receiver. Now there's Walker right there, 85. Irvin comes up behind him and pushes him. Walker swings at him. He's a wide receiver in the corner getting into it now.
That's from the heavyweights, the real heavyweights, to the lightweights. We had Jerry Cooney up here in the box with us earlier. Maybe we would better dress him out.
Yeah, he's probably one guy that's really enjoying all this stuff.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 8. Jets at the Ram 45. Durkin and Harper, the 2 jet backs. Todd to throw. A lot of time. Harper has the first down. Todd put it right in there. Leroy Irvin on the stop. And Freeman McNeil, we have just been informed, has a separated shoulder, and he'll be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Oh, what a blow that is for the Jets and Jet fans. First down at the Ram 27. Todd back to throw again. Has Crutchfield. And again, we have a flag down. Carl Eckern made the stop.
Offense, number 65, holding.
That was Joe Fields who came out late, and it was right at the end of the play.
Holding on against Meisner, I'm sure, because he was right back there close to it. That's remaining in the 3rd quarter. First down, Jets. Todd back to throw. Going for a bundle. They have a penalty marker down. Wesley Walker has the touchdown. Leroy Irvin on the coverage. It is a touchdown. 37 yards out.
Let's watch the touchdown again. Wesley Walker, 85, is the outside guy. It was the time that the Jets should go deep again. Todd rolls a little. See, Walker comes up, under control a little. Here, he gets a little push in there against Irvin. The ball's thrown right over his head. Irvin misjudges it. Walker doesn't, and it's a touchdown.
So the Jets take a 4-point lead for the first time in the game. Now in the fourth quarter, they threaten again.
Second down and goal from the 19. Todd steps up into the pocket, throws. Ball is almost picked off by Leroy Irvin. Intended for Derek Gaffney. Todd had some room to roam himself.
I'll tell you, Irvin had some room to roam. Had he had caught that ball, if he had intercepted that ball, it would have been a touchdown. As you say, though, Todd could have gained a lot of yardage on this play. Watch here. He throws it out there. Now watch, had Irvin caught that ball, he could have come right up this sideline. There would have been no one there.
Bruce Harper taken down by Vince Newsom, number 22. And here comes Leahy. Jets will go for the field goal. Leahy had back spasms last week. The Jets played New England and really just couldn't perform. Said yesterday he's okay.
Well, they were trying out kickers this week because they didn't know if he'd be ready by today. But on Friday, he was okay, so they got rid of all the other kickers and Leahy's doing the kicking.
I asked him yesterday how he got hurt. How his back got hurt. He said just spasms. I said I thought maybe you got hit. And Joe Fields was standing there, and he said, how would he get hit?
How do those guys ever get hit?
Blocked. Rams pick it up. Ivory Sully. The Rams are still going. Leahy's kick was blocked, and the Rams get that to their advantage. The Jets scored a touchdown that way.
I'll tell you, see where it came from the left side there, the left side of the Jets. No one blocked the outside guy. Now watch, here's a one-handed lateral. He gets the ball, gains about 5 more yards.
That's Johnny Johnson who winds up with it, but Sully who blocked it. Here's Ferragamo outside. Caught by Barber, just a couple of yards, not much more, maybe 3. Ken Schroy knocked him out of bounds. Both teams have fooled around a little too much with their timeouts. So you saw the timeout situation. The Rams have 1. The Jets have 2. Gooman was the man in motion. Ferragamo going to work. Good time, throws deep. Darrell Ray makes the interception. Darrell Ray still on his feet. Darrell Ray brings it almost back to midfield where the Jets will take over. Otis Grant was the intended receiver.
Okay, now watch this. Here's Darrell Ray. He's the free safety. And to run a post in here, you have to do something to occupy him because he's free. Now watch what happens. Otis Grant runs into the post here. Now watch Darrell Ray. There's nothing to take him off. He's just going back there to the middle. He's just deep. You see right there. See, here he is here. There's nothing to occupy him, so he makes the interception.
It is a bit unwise to throw something in there like that if you don't occupy that guy. Here's Crutchfield, and a flag is down. George Andrews made the stop.
The Rams have been given a 5-yard penalty because of an illegal substitution.
It'll be 1st and 5. The ball at the 47-yard line of the Rams. Todd drops to throw. Going for more. Has Walker. Wesley Walker. Johnny Johnson, the nearest Ram defender. 18-yard gain and a 1st down Jets.
I think Wesley Walker has this deep defense again. So worried about his going deep. You see that he's driving that deep guy off. You see Johnny Johnson, number 20, he's waiting and waiting and waiting. And then Walker gets in front of him. Now the Jet line, I think they're one of the best offensive line in football. And they're really doing a job of pass protection. Look at this thing, how they just hold up, knock everything in the middle. Dirt, good stuff.
And they keep the clock running with 7:40 left to play. Todd has Crutchfield behind him. He's going to work for more one more time. Outside Crutchfield. Rams read it well. Carl Eckern wrapped him up at about the 25, just exactly on the 25, as a matter of fact. That was the best day Richard Todd ever had, and that's a pretty good day right there. 42 out of 60. And here is today, 29 out of 39. 364 yards.
The big thing is the way he's setting up today. Last week he wasn't doing that. Joe Walton said they worked all week on his set, and you can sure see the difference today.
2nd and 7. He gives to Crutchfield. Crutchfield hurdles over one blocker and uses that bulk and strength and ability to get a first down for the Jets. So very near. Fake the end around. They have Wesley Walker inside the 10 to about the 7. It'll be 1st and goal from there as Mel Owens.
I'll tell you, that's a mismatch when you get Mel Owens out there. Watch this. It's a fake run, fake reverse, and then the old play pass out there. And it was Mel Owens was man-to-man out there on Bruce Harper. And that's kind of a mismatch after all that fake. Fake a run, fake a reverse, fake a pass, and finally get it out there.
I thought it was Walker, but it was Harper. You're right. Jets 1st and goal from the 6. Wayne Crutchfield to about the 4. Nolan Cromwell came up to make the initial contact. They're at the 5. 2nd down. Todd rollout. Scott Durking was the intended receiver. Time of possession in this quarter. Jets have had the ball 9 minutes and 43 seconds. The Rams have had the ball 27 seconds. Both teams down to 1 timeout remaining. 3rd and goal from the 5. Rams showing blitz. Todd looks. Ooh, almost. Lamb Jones was the intended receiver. Todd got it over the defender, Nolan Cromwell, but they didn't quite connect, and here comes Leahy. This will be from 22 yards out for Pat Leahy. This one is straight on and good. 24-17. Jets 24, the Rams 17. It's been close from the very beginning. Eric Dickerson started the fireworks with an 85-yard run. First time the Rams had the ball, the 2nd longest in Ram history. The Jets came back. The Rams went back ahead 14-7. The Jets came back. John Robinson, their new head coach. 2 minutes to go. Rams down to 1 timeout. Farmer split out wide to the right. Otis Grant to the left. Ferragamo the quarterback. Ferragamo has a receiver. That's Barber. Barber is hit at the 25, banged in the head. He didn't get a first down, but he got about 7 yards.
See, Barber, he started going backwards like he was going to get hit, and there was no one there, so he just fell down. I don't think time is important right now. The Rams really have time. And with 1 timeout, they have plenty of time.
Clock running at 120, even 120 left to play. Ferragamo, David Hill, and a flag goes down, and that could be a very crucial penalty.
You see, they would have been 3rd and 4.
Holding. Number 78.
Let's see if, here's Jackie Slater. He's 78 on Mark Gastineau. Looks like he's okay there. Oh, it's his left hand. You see that? He just pulled his jersey right over his shoulder pads.
Ferragamo standing. Pass intended for Mike Gooman. They need 13 to get that first down.
Right. Had they thrown shorter, like 7 and 8, then they could throw for 7 or 8 2 more times.
things have to happen. Farmer comes wide right. Otis Grant and Gooman to the left. Dickerson the lone setback. Ferragamo goes. Farmer has it. George Farmer still on his feet. He has that first down. A minute left to play. 17-yard game. Good throw by Ferragamo.
The Rams are going without a huddle. You have to be impressed with that. Let's watch the play again, but you have to be impressed. They had to go up there. They had to get up 15 yards. Farmer gets it, makes the catch, and the first down.
They snapped the ball. I'm not sure the Jets got back on side. Klecko was all over.
Defense, number 73.
Klecko didn't get back in time, and they walk off 5 more against the Jets, and the Rams are at the door.
See, the problem is they use those 2 timeouts, and they're going to hurt them. There's only 44 seconds, so they can't run. That means that they have to pass.
Ball is at the 9-yard line, first and goal.
Although with 44 seconds, I wouldn't be surprised if they did try one run in there. Maybe a draw play. We've done that before.
Let me go back and reset that for you. It's first and 5. The ball is at the 9. But after the penalty, it's first and 5, not first and goal. Pitches back to Dickerson. Eric Dickerson to about the 2. That'll be a first down. They'll move the sticks, and Robinson uses his last timeout.
Now with 36 seconds, it's tough to be able to run again unless you score. I hope they're ready for an overtime down there.
I hope so. First and goal now. The ball is at the 2. 36 seconds left to play in the game. It's the Jets 24, the Rams 17, and we're looking at overtime. Gooman in motion. He's going to throw quick. Does quick. Gooman, touchdown. Looks so simple.
Well, they have a long time to talk about it.
Yeah. Now, here's where the kicker makes his money.
Watch Gooman here. He comes in motion. Ferragamo straight back, sees him open. Boom, just gives it right out there to Gooman. No one covered him. He fooled the Jet defense. This is a big, big kick for a rookie kicker, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gooman's wife should be happy. Yep. Nelson with Nolan Cromwell holding. Nelson, the best in the nation last year as a collegian. We will go into overtime.
The Rams' record in overtime is 3-1-1.
I mean, one time they didn't finish it in overtime.
Who's going to call it?
Well, they just kept playing. You know, you get 15 minutes.
Hales is called. Ed, you've got it. Take the ball. All right.
Jets won the toss. Jets will get the ball.
The teams play a 15-minute period for the overtime. The first team that scores wins the game. We join play with the Jets at the Rams' 40-yard line.
Jones and Walker both to the right of Todd. Todd back to throw. Rams trying to put on the pressure. He has Scott Durking wide open. Durking gets down within field goal range. George Andrews knocked him out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup. Now do you go ahead and take the field goal, or do you keep the ball for a while?
I think you keep the ball for a while. Let's watch it again. Scott Durking gets man-to-man on George Andrews here. Be out to the right of the screen. Todd sees it all the way. Durking has him beat by about 5 yards. Andrews finally gets him to the sideline. That's one of those mismatches that you're always looking for.
First and 10 Jets from the Ram 25. We are now at 8:59 left in overtime. Crutchfield to the outside, gets away from one man and gets about 4 or 5 yards. Johnny Johnson puts him out of bounds. Stops the clock with 8:53 left in overtime. And I left for the ballpark this morning at 12:30. Now it's going on 8 o'clock.
Getting close to yesterday.
Jones wide right. Walker wide left. Todd on 2nd and 5 to Crutchfield again. Down to about the 17. Short of a first down. Now the Jets have moved it into field goal range. Scott Durking will have the Jet first down. Eric Harris on the tackle as John Robinson looks on. No matter who wins, both coaches have reasons to be proud. Leahy is number 5, the Jet kicker.
I think this is one of those games that everyone has a reason to be proud. I think the league, the teams, both franchises, this is a real football. I mean, it had everything. Big plays, runs, passes. And, of course, it'll all boil down to kickers, though, won't it?
Lonely Pat Leahy. First down, Jets at the 12-yard line. Crutchfield inside the 10 to about the 8.
You know, we look over there at Pat Leahy, and that's such a tough job for those kickers. In fact, he's coming in right now. If he makes a kick, all the big guys jump on him. And he's a little guy. If he misses it, they all growl at him.
So why do you do it on second down, John? Go ahead and get it over with, or if you get a bad snap, maybe you get another chance.
That's the thing. One, I think that you don't want a chance having a turnover, a fumble. Two, if you get a bad snap, you can do it over on third down. Three, there's always a chance that you can run a fake and then come back and do it again so that the rush can't be as fierce.
Which is what Minnesota did last week. Leahy got it. Jets win. The Jets have beaten the Rams in overtime. 6:38 left. Scored 27-24.
Well, the cat is finally out of the bag. A nice family sport like American football does occasionally get violent. What was the reason for that little melee? It was Mark Gastineau's quarterback sack war dance. Most NFL players, including his teammates, consider it unprofessional. They use terms like showboating, hot dog, and bush to describe Mark, all of which mean show off. Mark's position is that they're going to have to keep their opinions to themselves. Well, apparently, Slater, whose job it was to protect the quarterback, didn't agree, and that's why he shoved Mark. And Slater is not alone. The much-feared and respected L.A. Raider, Lala Zaldo, says, quote, Mark does this act to get the ink, that's media coverage, so he can make more commercials with his mother. Heavy talk and a lot of resentment in the league growing against Gastineau and his hee-haw dance. But he does make the big plays, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more dancing.
Don't think it'll be cheek to cheek, though.
More like fish to cheek.
Well, now let's have a look at the rest of this week's results.
The Los Angeles Raiders 22, the Denver Broncos 7, and the Raiders are really rolling. 4 wins, no losses, with a defense that has only conceded 37 points. Cliff Brandt scored the 2 touchdowns that sealed the game.
Atlanta Falcons 20, San Francisco 49ers 24. Joe Montana threw 3 touchdown passes as the 49ers came right back to their Super Bowl winning form. They now head their division with 3 wins.
The Chicago Bears 19, Baltimore Colts 22. In the overtime, the Colts got their second win on a field goal kicked by Raul Alegre.
Cincinnati Bengals 23, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 17. It was interceptions that decided this game as Ken Riley returned for a touchdown and the Bengals' first win.
Detroit Lions 17, Minnesota Vikings 20. The Vikings with 3 wins now lead their division. Steve Deal started in place of injured Tommy Kramer and won his first game.
Green Bay Packers 3, New York Giants 27. In this surprising victory, the Giants' defense stifled the Packers.
Cleveland Browns 30, San Diego 24. The third overtime game this week saw Brian Sipe inspire the Browns, who now surprisingly lead the AFC Central Division.
Houston Oilers 13, Buffalo Bills 30. The Bills' third win came on the back of Joe Cribbs, who rushed for 166 yards and a touchdown as the Oilers lose their 11th straight game.
Kansas City Chiefs 6, Miami Dolphins 14, and the Dolphins come back after last week's Raider mauling to record their third win, and now head the AFC Eastern Division with Buffalo.
New England Patriots 28, Pittsburgh Steelers 23. For the Steelers, Franco Harris gained 105 yards to charge ahead of O.J. Simpson and second place in the all-time rushing list, but it wasn't enough to beat an inspired Patriot team.
St. Louis Cardinals 14, Philadelphia Eagles 11, and 19-year veteran Jim Hart scored the 2 touchdowns that sealed the game.
New Orleans Saints 20, Dallas Cowboys 21. The Cowboys looked losers until Anthony Dickerson sacked Kenny Stabler in his end zone for the winning points, and a fourth win to keep the Cowboys unbeaten.
The Washington Redskins 27, Seattle Seahawks 17, and Joe Theismann threw 3 touchdown passes to beat the Seahawks and take second place behind the Cowboys in the NFC Eastern Division.
Well, Mars was talking earlier about how American football can occasionally get violent. Watch these pictures and listen to what was going through the player's mind at the time.
Well, I lined up for the kick. I kicked the ball a little low. The ball was blocked, and the ball was bouncing all over the place. My holder, Earl Morrill, says to me, "Pick it up." I said, "Why don't you pick it up?" He said, "I'm 38 years old. I've got 5 kids. I picked up the ball. The ball slipped out of my hands, and it's history. Mike Bass picked it up and went for a touchdown.
Poor guy. Now, I know how he feels because he was about my height, and he was tackled by someone of about Miles's height. Miles? Now you know why he threw the ball away. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
Good night.